Greetings, YouTube. Alright, so this is a video response to Angela's brand new bag. I believe it's you and your husband that have a contest going on right now. Congratulations to you both for 100 subscribers. That's awesome, guys. Got some Evanescence in the background. Change songs really quick. Anyway, housekeeping. My Italian-made briar basket pipe. And I'm smoking something that nobody's ever smoked before. How about that? Well, I thought to myself, since your contest is about paranormal activity and spooky stuff and all that, I thought, well, what tobacco could I smoke that would be good for, you know, this situation? What would be fitting for this situation? I thought, oh, Haunted Bookshop. But I tried Haunted Bookshop and I don't really care for it that much. I still had a little bit left over. So I figured, hey, I'll go ahead and make my own blend again. So, along with the Haunted Bookshop, I mixed in a couple other things. I've mixed in a little bit of a local English, Smitty's 505 English, just to add a little bit of latakia to it. I added some classic burley cake, and I added some whiskey biscuit gravy. So this is a crossover blend, and it is called Haunted Biscuit Shop. That's right. So anyway, here's my story. This is my paranormal activity story, or my ghost story, as it were. This was years ago. I was probably, I don't know, I might have been 20, 21 when this happened. I'm 26 now, so in case you're wondering. Anyway, I've always been interested in paranormal activity and stuff like that. So I got a sore on my lip or something. The smoke's kind of bothering me. This stuff is really good, by the way. Anyway, I've always been interested in paranormal activity and all kinds of stuff like that, and I had always said I wanted to see a ghost. I wanted to believe, but I needed some proof. You know what I mean? I really wanted to believe. I was like 90% on the thing probably, but I was like, I just, you know, I want to see some proof. I just want to know for sure. I want to know. And so, that's where this story comes in. Me and a couple of friends, it's kind of ironic when this happened, actually. We were just going, it was at night, we were going pretty much ghost hunting. You know, I think we had a video camera, a little video camera, a digital video camera, and I think I had a disposable camera as well. We're taking pictures, trying to take video, get any kind of orbs, ghosts, whatever, you know, what have you. Or even better, hopefully see something in person, you know, that'd be even cooler, right? So we went to this little, just kind of a backwoods church graveyard, you know, it's on this little country road. This small little Baptist church. There's a graveyard, and the church is kind of up on a hill. And when it kind of slopes down behind the church on the back of the hill, that's where like most of the newer graves are. But then it kind of goes way downhill, and it kind of levels off, and then it goes, there's this big huge like mound. It's like a big circular mound. It's just like a big huge circular mound, like in the middle of nowhere almost, like everything around it's flat. And back there are the older graves. I believe there's some 1700s graves. I know for a fact there's some early 1800s graves. Let me relight really quick. So that was cool enough, or so we thought. I think I'd been there once or twice before, but so me and two friends go back there. You know, it was already dark. We go back there with our cameras and everything, and honestly, we didn't see anything really. I mean, yeah, it was creepy as heck. Just the place. It's really creepy back there. Sorry, I had to put it in park. Move my camera. Okay, so it's really creepy back there, and we had a good time, whatever. We didn't really actually see anything in person. I think we might have got a couple little orbs on camera later on when we checked the cameras and stuff, but gotta tamp some of this ash out, sorry. So anyway, one of my friends, Jonathan, that was with me, his grandmother's house is pretty close by, probably like a mile and a half away. And so that's where we had all of our cars, except for, you know, the one we were going to the graveyard in. So after it's all over and done, we're done, we had our fun, whatever. We go back there to his grandmother's house and, you know, get our cars and go back home. And he's like, well, hey, you can just, if you're going back to your house, you can just take this little back road. It's kind of a shortcut. You can get to your house a lot faster. I was like, okay, cool. So made a lot of difference. Anyway. So, okay. So he tells me go behind his grandmother's house and go on this little country, little farm road. Like, we're talking, you can barely fit 2 cars on this road. Like, it was paved, but it's a really small road. Like, literally a farm road. There was, like, fields on each side and barns and, you know, hay and animals and all that stuff. Anyway, this is, like, in the middle of the night. And, so my other 2 friends, I think they left in their cars, and I was the first one to leave, actually. I left, and they left later. So I go on this little farm road, this country little road. I was probably going maybe, I don't know, 30, 35 at the most, probably. I might have been going anywhere from 25 to 35 miles an hour, probably. Just kind of cruising along this little road. And it's, you know, pretty dark and almost a little creepy back there, too. And the car I was driving was a Lincoln Town Car. It was a 1988 Lincoln Town Car. That's the car I had pretty much all throughout high school and a little bit of college. Anyway, big old car. They call it the land yacht. My friends did. Anyway. So I was alone, which makes this even better. Driving along in my Lincoln Town Car at night. Headlights on, of course. Driving along. All of a sudden, okay, little back note before I say this. There was no fog anywhere. There wasn't any fog that night. I didn't see any fog at all to speak of. And it wasn't even, I don't think it wasn't even raining or anything. Just a pretty regular night, you know? Gosh, it's not staying lit. This is good stuff, though. Sorry. Anyway, driving along. All of a sudden, in the middle of the road, only way I can describe it to you is it was like fog, but it was in the shape of a person. From the ground up, in the shape of a person, the height and shape of a person, from the ground up, was a foggy figure, a ghost, basically. No one can convince me that was not a ghost, or a spirit of some kind. I didn't think I saw something. I know I saw something. And I've talked to a couple skeptical people, my dad being one of them. And, you know, he's skeptical of all that kind of stuff, you know, paranormal activity and ghosts, whatever. And He's like, well, maybe you thought you saw something, you know, maybe you just, you know, how your mind plays tricks on you. No. I've had situations like that in my life. I know what that's like. I've been in my room before and thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. No. I was looking dead ahead, straight ahead, and I saw this thing like it was a tree. It was there. So anyway, there's this fog from the ground up in the shape of a person, which, another side note, if you ever see a patch of fog, it's going to be horizontal in midair. It's not going to be from the ground up in a shape. It's going to be a little patch of horizontal fog. So anyway, I see this thing in the middle of the road, probably maybe 30 feet in front of me, 20, 30 feet in front of me, maybe 40 at the most. It was just there all of a sudden. It's almost like it was not there and then it just was. Like maybe it just kind of materialized. I didn't even really see it happen. I just saw it there. But so, I didn't slam on brakes or anything. I didn't, you know, it scared the ever-living crap out of me. But I just kept going. But my mouth was dropped wide open. I didn't know what to do. I just had my hands on the steering wheel. I was just frozen. So basically the thing passes right over the windshield. It disperses over the windshield. I could almost see it like dispersing, like, you know, going to the side. And so I basically drive straight through it. And I was still frozen in time. I was just driving, but I was frozen, you know. And literally, like 2 or 3 or 4 seconds later, my headlights started flashing on and off. Like, I mean, I think the first time they went off, they were off for probably like 2 seconds. Yeah, that scared the piss out of me. I did not know what the heck was going on. All I knew was I thought I was going to crash or something. I was like, dude, really? So anyway, yeah. My lights were flashing on and off, like, sporadically, almost the whole way home, but, like, it was kind of more spaced out. Like, they would go off for a second and then come back on and stay on for a long time, you know? But, like, at first, they were like, you know, it was crazy, man. And I guess it was like an automatic dimmer switch. Okay, sorry, my camera battery's died. I know this is a long video, sorry. I didn't want to tell it too quickly, and, you know, I mean, I'm kind of trying to give you a good picture here, you know, for good effect. Anyway, the automatic dimmer switch on my car, eventually, it pretty much got messed up. I had to get it replaced because I would just be randomly driving along, like, any night, and the lights would just turn off for a couple seconds and turn back on. Like, it sucked. I think it was like $150, $200 replacement. Anyway. So yeah, I have seen a ghost. Or a spirit, whatever you want to call what I saw, but I saw it. Scared the ever-living out of me, but I was glad I saw it, though, because I had always said I wanted that proof, you know? I wanted to believe. I wanted to say that ghosts exist, but I didn't have that proof until then. Now I know. And now you know. Thanks for the contest, guys. Keep on piping.